From ancient empires to rich traditions of art and poetry, this land has influenced global civilization for nearly 5,000 years. Today, we call this country Iran, but for centuries the world knew it as Persia. This transformation was not merely a change of name, it reflected deeper layers of identity, politics, and history. In the 4th century BCE, when Cyrus the Great established the Achaemenid Empire, his realm extended across large parts of Asia, Africa, and Europe. The Greeks began calling this empire Persia. This name came from the word Parsa, which was the name of the tribe to which Cyrus belonged and which lived in the southern region of Iran. In this way, Persia was an external name that was popularized by the Greeks and later by the Western world. Greek myths made this name even more interesting. They connected it with Perses, the son of the mythical hero Perseus, suggesting that the Persian people were his descendants. Although this story is not historically verified, it clearly shows that the outside world shaped the identity of this region through its own perspective. In contrast, the people of this land had identified themselves as Iran since ancient times. The word Iran comes from the Avestan term airyānąm, which means the land of the Aryans. This term is mentioned in the Zoroastrian religious texts around 1000 BCE. By the 4th century CE, the word Iran appears clearly in the inscriptions and literature of the Sasanian Empire. In other words, the internal identity had already developed as Iran, while the outside world still continued to use the term Persia. This dual identity continued for many centuries, one cultural and internal, and the other diplomatic and external. Circumstances changed rapidly in the 20th century. The discovery of oil in 1908 completely transformed the strategic and economic position of this region. In 1909, Britain established the Anglo-Persian Oil Company and gained almost complete control over Iran's oil industry. This increased foreign intervention and created instability in domestic politics. In 1925, Reza Shah came to power and attempted to reorganize the country as a modern nation-state. He envisioned a strong, centralized and modern Iran, rooted in its ancient glorious heritage but free from the influence of Western powers. In this context, in 1935, he formally requested the international community to refer to his country as Iran instead of Persia. From March 1935, this change came into effect. However, Britain continued to prefer the term Persia for some time because the similarity between the names Iran and Iraq could create confusion during the Second World War. In 1959, his son Mohammad Reza Pahlavi announced that both the names Persia and Iran were officially acceptable. Nevertheless, gradually Iran became the dominant name internationally. After the Iranian Revolution in 1979, the country's official name was declared as the Islamic Republic of Iran, making it clear that the modern political identity had become permanently associated with Iran. However, the story of this name change is still a subject of debate. The word Persia evokes the memory of a magnificent cultural past. Persian poetry, the tales of Hafiz and Rustam, delicate miniature art, grand architecture, and distinctive cuisine are still recognized worldwide under the label Persian. This word represents an image of a multicultural empire, religious tolerance, and artistic excellence. On the other hand, the word Iran is associated with modern political history, foreign intervention, coups, nationalism, and the complexities of the Islamic Revolution. Some historians argue that the linking of the identity of ancient Persia directly with the modern nation-state is historically oversimplified because in those times, people's identities were based on more ethnic, linguistic, or local affiliations rather than modern national consciousness. Ultimately, Persia and Iran represent two different historical dimensions of the same land and civilization. Persia symbolizes the ancient cultural and imperial glory that shaped world history, whereas Iran represents modern political sovereignty and the process of nation building. The name changed, but the land, culture, and historical continuity remain. This is the depth of the story of a country whose identity evolved over time, yet whose roots remain firmly grounded in a civilization that is centuries old. So viewers, let us pause the discussion here and note today's question. Describe the historical background of the name change from Persia to Iran. Was this change merely a shift in terminology or part of a broader political process? Let us know in the comments.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.